Hi everyone, it's me Darlene. I am here with a very quick video to show you something super cute. If you like it, please subscribe. Let's just get right into it. You need some 2-inch selvages. Actually, you can use any selvage length you want, and you're just going to turn it into a square. Let's go with something like this. I have a fuzzy purple. Oh yeah, we're using our handy dandy glue stick. That's the most exciting part for me. And I'm taking this other selvage and I just put a little bit of glue on it just to hold it into place. Now you can determine how much or how little of this print you want to have showing. I want a variety, so like that. And we have, let's see, do we have something with fun colors on it? How about this guy? So again, I'm just turning it over and I'm just putting some glue on the selvage. It's just to hold it together for us while we go to the sewing machine. And since mine are 2 inches wide, I want them at least 2 inches long. I've got that. We are done with this so far. Now we're going to sash it. Let me get a strip. Actually, we're going to trim this first. We've got to do that step. So mine are already cut 2 inches wide, and I'm just leaving it that way. But now I'm going to cut it 2 inches in this direction, and I get to determine about, where I want to do the cutting. We'll go right here and here. So we have that. Now, I'm taking a scrap strip, and I sell a lot of 2-inch selvages and a lot of these scrappy strips, so you can always check that out on my eBay. Link is always down below. I'm just going to make sure it's at least 1 inch wide, and it is. There are various ways we can do this, but since I'm making just one block right now, I'm just going to roughly cut. I'm going to do the top and bottom first. Then I'll come back and we'll measure for the other two sides. The other very important step that I forgot to say, you need to also top stitch on the top of each selvage. So I only had 2 that needed stitching. Then I added my 2 pieces top and bottom. At this point, I'm just going to, let me see here, trying to get that kink out of that fabric, but my iron is cold because I haven't touched it for 8 minutes. I'm just going to eyeball trim this. And now I'm going to put a piece on each side, just making sure it's long enough. Sewing those on. Now we have this and we are ready to trim to 3 inches. And what I do is I kind of eyeball the center of my selvage block inside. So right now I'm on the 13-inch line is the center. So I'm going to go 1.5 inches out. So I'm going to cut on the 14.5-inch line. And that'll take care of the 1.5 inches that I need on that side. Doesn't have to be perfectly centered, as long as you can, end up with a 3-inch block. So now I'm going to go, I'm on the 13 as the center, so 12, 11.5 line right there. And if you have a bunch of these, you can line some up and do them all at the same time. Now again, I'm going to turn, I'm going to just look at what looks like the center for me. I'm going to put it on the 13-inch line, whatever line, and I'm just going to go 1.5 inches this way. And then 1.5 inches in the other direction. An adorable 3-inch square with selvage centers. I just think they're so cute. Look, I made 3 others. Now let's get rid of this. Just think of all the cute little blocks you could make. Now you could, make all the, the 4 strips around different colors, but I think it's going to be really cute that they each have their own border. Let's see. See what a cute little 4-patch that would make? Now you could make them, let's see, if you have words, they can all go in the same direction. You could make them all be horizontal, the selvages. I kind of like that. Or you could make some go vertical. I'm going with horizontal. Can you see this? So what I'm going to do is I am at least going to take pictures of these guys and arrange them on paint and give you an idea of what an entire quilt might look like. Now, granted, I only have 4 different prints here, you know, so it will look quite matchy-matchy. But what fun. Every time you have some scraps that are at least an inch wide, you could whip up a nice 2-inch block. And don't forget to top stitch. I used the glue on the Selvages because that just held it together so nicely without having to use any kind of fusible. I just love it. All right, thank you so much for watching. I'll be back with more soon. Bye.